I don't quite know what to make of this story, okay? Normally, I like Trevor Bauer. He's pretty outspoken. He's one hell of a pitcher. And then he found himself entangled with some sus woman, okay? Are the pictures graphic? Yes. Are the details about the entire situation equally graphic? Yes. Is there anything to be gleaned out of that other than some troubled individual had some fucking rough-ass sex? Really? No, not really. Do we know that Trevor Bauer caused any of these injuries or if this was involuntary? Absolutely not. But the response, because, well, let's be fair, he's white, is that they're going to try to deperson him. The highest paid athlete, at least the highest paid pitcher in Major League Baseball, year over year, trying to be taken out. Okay, this story's been circulating for a while, and there have been multiple little just escalations in the story. And initially, the Dodgers were standing by him. It's like, okay, some crazy bitch came forward with some text messages and some accusations. It's like, okay, yeah, he's still going to pitch on, I guess this would have been last Sunday. But then they pulled him from the marquee matchup. And it's like, okay, is pretty sus. And then it came out that Major League Baseball put him on suspension. And it's like, okay, something super sus. And then what the Dodgers did just recently within the past couple of days. Oh, man. Okay, listen, we went through a bunch of shit with one of my favorite sports teams, period, the Toronto Blue Jays. And now my other favorite baseball team going down a similar path, okay? All of these claims, they're pretty graphic, okay? Not going to lie, we're going to go through a bunch of them. But they're also unsubstantiated. And as of right now, Trevor Bauer has not done anything provably wrong. A woman allegedly assaulted by Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer visited a doctor with 2 black eyes and a bulging bruised lip. What, was dinner cold? New photos show, but Bauer's camp claims text messages show she consented to rough sex. So she's a goer. The 27-year-old woman said she suffered from massive headaches and vomited after a second of 2 violent encounters with the MLB All-Star. Immediately flags. Okay, you knew what you were getting into, and you went back for seconds. Do we have any dates on this stuff? And of course, as is practice, because of said accusations, filing for a restraining order. I don't think that he'd be caught dead near you anymore, but okay, even if he was to begin with. Bauer choked her unconscious, sodomized her without consent, and punched her in the face. God, did they meet in a prison? Punch her in the face, vagina, and elsewhere? Jesus Christ, was he trying to simulate a throwing session here? During the second assault in May, she said she blacked out after he allegedly choked her unconscious. Okay, wait, this was in May, okay? And we're just hearing about this stuff in late June, early July. Okay. I regained consciousness, even more disoriented, she said in a statement. I had a terrible pain behind both my ears. I tasted blood in my mouth. That's fun, and probably other things as well. We don't need to get any more graphic detail. Woman was granted a temporary restraining order this week in what is called an ex parte order, meaning it only includes her version of events. That's how all this stuff goes. We never ever hear the other side of the story. A formal hearing will be held July 23rd, and Bauer's representation confirmed to the Post they plan to refute the accusations at the hearing. Good. Hopefully somebody covers that. Hi. A spokesperson for Bauer had no further comments, but pointed to the statement issued Tuesday by the hurler's agent that said any allegations that the pair's encounters were not 100% consensual are baseless, defamatory, and will be refuted to the fullest extent of the law. Exactly. Woman said in her request that she met Bauer when she tagged him in an Instagram story, which led to the two sending each other direct messages. Don't ever fuck your audience. What is wrong with you? Which led to the two each other, direct messages. They met in person, at Bauer's Pasadena home. Oh my God. This is what's wrong with these fucking jocks, okay? As much as I love some athletes out there for their athletic prowess, it's never, if ever, between what's going on between their ears. If you're going to be doing degenerate shit like this, don't do it at your house. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, met at his home on April 18th. Again, other flags are going off. And had consensual sex that the woman claimed turned violent and included anal sex she didn't consent to, but then she came back for more. Interesting. They then met again a month later, after presumably her asshole stopped hurting. They had sex again, which escalated into him punching her, and he choked her unconscious, she said in a written declaration accompanying her request. When she came to, she alleged she was crying and shaking, and he tried to comfort her by repeating, "If you say anything, bitch, you're dead." Oh no, I'm sorry. "You're safe. I'm here. You're safe." Some of this shit just isn't adding up, okay? "I would never do those things to you if it wasn't sexually," he whispered to her as he scratched her back and said in the court filings. Okay, that is not something any normal person would say. That just sounds way too clinical and way too rehearsed, but who cares? After throwing up and having head pain, her AA sponsor. Oh boy, dealing with my fair share of addicts over the years, I know that they tell a hell of a lot of tall fucking tales. So perhaps this is my bias leaking in, but we need to know a lot about her fucking backstory here before I do any sort of capitulation to any of her side of this fucking story. Despite police interviewing her, she didn't press charges and downplayed the assault. No, she just wanted to get rich off of this, and she just wanted to not lay any charges in hopes that, maybe a month or two will pass and then she'll come back and get a good fucking cleaning out by Bauer. Didn't press charges and downplayed the assault. So what the fuck are you complaining about, stupid? Was this just another escalation? Are there more pages of text messages that we need to fucking discern from this role-playing? In another medical examination, she was photographed and visibly battered according to exhibits in the declaration, but not badly beaten enough where she would actually want to press charges. Just ruin this guy's life, okay? Screenshots of texts reviewed by the Post, however, show that Bauer's representatives say the two communicating in between their two encounters, with her continuing to engage the hurler and discussing their rough intercourse. Could you make that sound less sexy? The screenshots show someone with an accused woman's name and timestamp exchanges. You know how fucking easy it is to fake text messages? Literally, fellas out there, if you're seeing some bitch on the side, just go ahead and change that to your mother and you can just freak a bunch of people out. In an exchange on May 9th, she mentioned Bauer choking her out, so something that they talked about pursuing further in the future. "You want to go out?" He says. See, that was a game changer. And I'd imagine "go out" is probably in reference to her passing out, or maybe she was hungry and then, because he's a pro athlete, she worked in the game changer analogy because she's really clever. It doesn't seem to check out. "Tell me more," he writes. "Never been more turned on in my life," she says. "Gimme all the pain, rar." Ugh. I think I would have broke my screen on my smartphone and cringe. I don't need to read the rest of this because it's too late to be getting a boner doing a video. I jest. The allegations are now probed by Pasadena police and Major League Baseball, who we know are always fair and just with all of their investigations. See Robbie Alomar, who we still don't know anything. Oh, he might have done something bad, at least according to us. Okay, scrub him from history. And Blue Jays, you do the same. Bauer's agent released a statement Tuesday after news broke, and she was granted a temporary restraining order because it's California and women can get away with anything. Mr. Bauer had a brief and wholly consensual, I thought they were going to say holy, or rather wholesome relationship, but I guess at this point that would have been just a bridge too far. A wholly consensual sexual relationship initiated by the woman beginning in April of 2021. Mr. Bauer and the woman have not corresponded in over a month and have not seen each other in over 6 weeks, he went on. So yeah, no, he's supposed to have his day in court and all that kind of stuff, or at least his representatives are going to be representing him, because that's what representatives do, obviously. Duh. At the end of July, and like I said in the opening, the Dodgers were standing by him until MLB placed him on administrative leave. And then they extended it, okay? We're not going to read all of this because mostly it just recounts all the text messages and all of the sordid details that happened between the sheets, or tied up with chains and whips and leather. Sounds like an Alice Cooper stage show. Major League Baseball announced Thursday that Trevor Bauer's leave will be extended 7 days effective Friday. So this coming Friday, he'll be off administrative leave, unless that continues to get fluffed up from then. Who knows? This was an agreement with the Players Association as the police and league continue to investigate the sexual assault allegations made against the Dodgers pitcher. Again, nothing's proven, okay? Until right now, due process has not run its course. Not likely to. Because, as I said, the Dodgers were standing by him until they aren't. Because the Dodgers, Cancel Trevor Bauer bobblehead night scheduled for August. Maybe they didn't want it to look like a real-life depiction of one of his sexual partners. Trevor Bauer's bobblehead night in August has been canceled. Yes, this is in August. All of this shit should be cleaned up by then, but okay, cool. It's really too bad. Allegations are all you need just to get someone axed these days. The allegations do look brutal, but it's probably worth giving your ace his day in court before you eject him. I couldn't agree more, Gary Sheffield Jr. If he did that stuff, yeah, he's kind of a son of a bitch. But then that also just everything that we're seeing there, it all reads as regret after the fact. And I don't want anybody strung up because of that. I think that's totally fucking stupid. I also think that this is just some fucking junkie bitch just trying to get a quick pump and dump payout. I don't know, at least they're keeping her names out of the paper, so maybe she'll have better luck with a mixed martial artist or a boxer in the future. Just if you're still into pro athletes, just go after one of those YouTubers that have a boxing career, because they throw punches like a bitch. But yeah, until we get more information on the story, there's really nothing else to go to. Trevor Bauer is going to get demonized because he is not your typical leftist athlete activist, and this is one of those juicy stories, and he is the right shade of color to be demonized. So until both sides of the story come out, until we get a definitive end to this, Team Bauer for the time being. I reserve my right to be wrong on this one, but my gut's telling me that this is one of those Me Too cases, and when was the last time one of those didn't come out to be complete and utter horse shit? I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Catch y'all later.